Project. We now like to invite Governor Pritzer up to the stage. Governor, with your support, we've made a great progress towards our efforts to make Illinois the most welcoming state in the country. We banned private prisons, approved state financial higher education aid for undocumented, transgender, and other students excluded from federal aid. We committed $29 million to the census.
It is recording, right?
To the immigrant service line item, push for a fair tax, and increase the minimum wage and more. This is representation and intention of our communities and work in alignment with our vision to come closer to reaching full citizenship for all.
Yeah.
The Trust Act and the Keep Illinois Families Together Act have provided important steps towards protecting our immigrant communities against family separation, deportation, and harm caused by ruthless federal immigration agencies. But today, local police can still coordinate with immigration enforcement to detain and deport our parents, neighbors, friends, and community members. We need to take further steps to ensure that in Illinois, we're not supporting the federal deportation agenda. Governor Pritzer, will you commit to use your leadership and the institutional capacity of Governor's Office to partner up with ICIRR in the campaign for the Welcoming Illinois to pass and sign legislation this year that cuts the ties between local enforcement and ICE?
Yes, I will.
For your support, please take 5 minutes to address our community leaders about how together we
I hope I'm recording, right? I think so. Yeah.
Well, Pedro, thank you very much. Thanks to ICIRR. Thanks to all of you. And of course to Lawrence Benito, what a terrific leader you have been. It is a pleasure to work with your leadership and with so many of you on these issues. I want to say thank you to the elected officials who are here today. We have state representatives sitting in the front row here, maybe others in the General Assembly, but I want you to know that none of this is possible. None of the progress that we've made is possible without the partnership between the governor and the General Assembly and the leadership of many of the individual members that you elect. So thank you very much. And of course, it is your activism that has helped to elect so many great leaders who are leading on issues important to all of us around immigration. I'm really proud of the diversity that's represented in this room and around the state of Illinois. It's something that we should treasure. It's something that we should hold up. In fact, I think about the Iowa caucuses that are coming up, and I think about New Hampshire, and I look at the state of Illinois and I say, we should be first. We have the diversity. Some of the things that we've been able to accomplish were mentioned by Pedro, and thank you very much, but I want to call them out individually because they're worth all of us cheering for. And again, this was a partnership between all of you, the members of the General Assembly and me. We increased tenant protections in the state of Illinois.
Yeah!
We banned for-profit detention centers.
Yeah!
We protected our residents from federal immigration forces invading our neighborhoods. We expanded access to financial aids for higher education. That is a big one. And something that the members know we all worked on from the very beginning of the session last year, and that is making sure that Illinois was doing its best to count every person in Illinois. So we dedicated more money on a per capita basis than any other state in the United States so that we can have a complete count.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
I, of course, look forward to working with ICIRR, with all of you, with all the individual organizations throughout the state to continue to fight for immigrant rights, to make sure that we are expanding the Trust Act, that we're protecting people in our communities. I also want to just share with you briefly as I close that one of the reasons that this is so important to me is because 140 years ago or so, my family emigrated, really were refugees to this country. And they came here with nothing. They were part of a very small minority that was discriminated against. And they were able to live in the state of Illinois, benefit from the bounty and the generosity of people who live in the state of Illinois so that they could raise up their family and do well and succeed over not just their lifetimes, but the generations that succeeded them. And I think about that, and I think about what's happened to our nation over the last 3.5 years under this horrible administration. And I think that it is our duty to stand up and fight. It is our duty.
Yeah!
This is a nation of immigrants. This is a nation that accepts refugees, that stands up for our diversity. We're a nation that believes that we ought to be accepting people from all over the world and that we shouldn't be discriminating. You know, I started every speech when I was running for governor with the same line. My staff that was working on the campaign used to, because I said it every day, multiple times a day, they could mouth the words as I was saying them, because I really believe it, which is everything we care about is under siege by a racist, misogynist, homophobic, xenophobic president in Washington, D.C.
Yeah!
So stay strong, keep up the fight. Thank you all.
See what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. 40 plus organizations here. 40 plus. See, say